he likes to make up things about subatomic particles so he can get grant money. The truth is that it's really just because he's always wanted to continue to grow as a person. And I can tell that Beth being part of his life is not the challenge part of that. It's the growth part of that. It's the constantly wanting to improve his life through a beautiful woman like Beth. So that's the first observation I have. The second one is that I can tell that Dave likes Beth a lot. And I was here last month for Dave's bachelor party, and we were out sailing, and there was a big storm that came up, and it was a big enough storm that I think Beth was out looking at something for a while, and a small limb fell on Dave's car while Beth was driving, and the first thing that came out of Dave's mouth was, "Are you okay?" Not the car, but "Are you okay?" And that stood out to me because I distinctly remember being in elementary school and flipping their three-wheeler. And the very first thing that he did was to look and see if Lynn and Pat had seen. And the second thing was to make sure that the three-wheeler was okay. And then he was interested to make sure I was okay. So I can tell that Dave does in fact like Beth a lot. And so I would like to raise our glasses and toast Dave and Beth. And I just wish you guys the best. I can tell you're great for each other. And I love you both.
Okay, so ever since I found out that Beth was going to get married, I've written about 4 speeches, and you want me to come closer, Kathy? Oh, the photographer needs me to be over here. Okay, so I've written about 4 speeches, and then I heard it was a toast, not a roast, and all these things. So I just, at the end, being the perfectionist I am, I just wrote it, typed it, and I'm going to read it. So don't judge me. All right, here we go. Test, this thing's on. All right. Okay, so Beth and I live over 2,000 miles away from each other, and we are lucky if we see each other even once a year. But despite the distance, when we talk, it's like we've never left each other. We start talking in our special language, or mostly from movie quotes and a sprinkling of phrases we picked up from childhood. So for example, over the past 3 years, it might have been common for Dave to have overheard something like this. "Hi, Auntie." "Hi, Bess. I'm fine. How are you?" "I'm shopping for my pantsuit for my wife, Bonnie. Does Jeff know?" "I'm with Cammie." "Well, I don't know her either. Can I just buy your little yellow outfit instead?" "No, you'll spill wine all over it." "Okay." Jake says, "Thanks." "Okay, I gotta go. The new phone books are here. Bye. Bye." And then repeat, sometimes 3 to 4 times. Yeah, like 3 to 4 times daily. So the fact that Dave still stuck around after being exposed to this weirdness, and even started throwing an occasional Shawshank Redemption quote into the mix, I knew quite possibly that Beth had found the one. The thing is, Beth can be Beth in every aspect around Dave. And what's more important is that Beth is her best around Dave. Not because it's required, but because they just naturally fit together. What each lacks, the other provides. And when one is at their worst, the other raises them back to their best. Oh, shit. But I really mean, their love is unconditional. They love each other for all their quirks and in all their moods. And it's something that Beth has sought for many, many years. And I'm so glad that she found it in Dave. And that's how I knew that he was the one. And I'm so honored to be here today to give him my auntie. So the only thing that I can suggest, and I'll probably be single for life, is that he starts studying his Tootsie and Mr. Mom quotes, because I read somewhere that the key to a good marriage is keeping it fresh. I love you, Beth.
Thank you, Jennifer. And lastly, I'd like to welcome, everybody raise your glass, right now. Thank you, Jennifer. And last but not least, I want to welcome up Melissa Miller to do the very last toast. Melissa. You guys can clap for her, it's good, please, welcome.
Earlier today talked about how there was a light, and I've seen this light for quite some time in the two of you, and it's been awesome to see. So, we've had a lot of memories, and I look forward to the new ones. We can't talk about St. Martin here, but we had a lot of things. Okay. Anyway, I wish you the best, and I can't wait to have lots of memories with you too. And I know they're going to be great. So, I love you both.
Alex.
Thank you, Melissa. And last but not least, once again for the Schmitzes, Beth and Dave. Let's welcome them.
So, if anybody doesn't know me, I'm David Wheeler. By far the most progressive man in this room. So Beth and I, thanks for that one, that's all you. So Beth and I we just want to tell you how unbelievably grateful we are that you're here and that you're in our lives. We're a little overwhelmed, to be honest. They're all here to share this with us. Of course, we got louder all of a sudden. We want to thank a lot of people. The list is way too long. Of course, we want to thank both of our families who have just been unbelievable and interested in every aspect of this whole thing to a fault, perhaps. But nonetheless amazing, and we love the support and love that you continue to show us. To Margaret and Mike, quite literally, for the very drink in my hand, and many other things. And to Dan, Kathy, for everything. Kathy for taking a picture of me drinking this drink. Just making sure. And to my parents for everything. Last night was wonderful, thank you. And thank you for all that you've done for us. Melissa and Jim, wherever you are, thank you so much for standing up and representing us today. That was wonderful, and we appreciate it. Jennifer and Amy, and two of you have done more to make the last 6 months or so special for Beth, and she probably wants to thank you, but I want to thank you, and because to see her come home from the shower and the bachelorette parties and the Facebooking, and has been a treat for me to watch. And it doesn't stop with the two of you, of course. There's all of the wine club where apparently they also read books.
Yeah!
But I've seen them return from that, so I know better. We actually posted one in my apartment that I walked in on. It's frightening scene. Mandy, there you are. And Carrie and Jenny and Terry and Mary and everybody else in the room whose name ends in Y. That's the book club. And then Beth. But you're all wonderful, and you've made the last 6 months very special for Beth, and that's made it special for me. Paul and Shane, you're pretty much the 2 best friends anybody could have. And, Paul and I started off on a really bad note actually in 3rd grade. He was kind of a jerk back then, but it's worked out well. And you know, Shane, what can I say? It's been 10 amazing years. We sail together, and I watched you build a family that I adore, and your friendship means the world. I want to finish up because it's time to start dancing or something. But I look around this room and I see a large number of people who I'll never in a million years be able to explain to them what they've done for me to get me to this moment. You all know who you are, and you know what you did. And I love you very, very much. And so I don't know if I'm allowed to do this or not, but I want to raise a toast. And I want to raise a toast to all of our friends and our families who got us here and who we love very, very much. Thank you.
Once again, Beth and Dave, everybody. So now I'm going to go up these stairs. Hold on one second.